pension board, what specific changes will you bring forward to control the escalating costs regarding the police and fire pension funds that are now running out of control?
Good question. Obviously, we've been talking about it on the campaign trail for a while. And just to put it in perspective, last year, the contribution from the city was $20 million. And that happened because there's a variance between the performance of the plan and what has to be paid actuarial on a payout basis. So as a board, we were able to address that last year, which I thought was very helpful for the city to get a contract. And what we were able to do is use a smoothing technique that the actuarial can do, and it's within the guidelines of the state statute. And that saved the city over $1 million contribution. Now, you can only do that every 4 or 5 years. So the problem is now, what do we do next? You've got a stock market that is in the tank, and you've got the same payouts that have to be made in the contribution rate. So what we need to do is we've got to address it on a 3-part basis, because it really is a 3-legged stool. You've got the city, you've got the police and fire union, and you've got the state. Because one of the key factors of the pension plan are 175 and 185 monies. Those are premium tax dollars that are paid from your premiums, your insurance premiums for fire, for car insurance. So unless that statute is changed, though, you really can't change our pension plan. But we have to look at that. We have to work it as a 3-legged stool. We have to work with the police union, we have to work with the city, and we have to get the state legislature to change that 175, 185, so that we can examine going to a 2-tiered system where new hires aren't on a defined benefits plan, similar to what they did with the general employees.
Thank you. Mr.